What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? Hey yeah guys, today is Wednesday, July 19th, aka Barbie Oppenheimer Day. That's right, today in movie theaters, both Barbie and Oppenheimer comes out, and yeah, that's what a lot of people will be doing. If you see anybody outside dressing in pink, you know they're about that life. Which immediately brings us up to our first topic of the day, Alvin64, and a lot of you guys asked me to talk about this, but apparently actors have now officially joined in on the strike when it comes to the WGA, aka the Writers Guild of America. This update here from Discussing Film says SAG-AFTRA, which I don't know what it means, but we'll find out in a bit, is officially going on strike. This is the first time both the actors and writers are on strike in over 60 years. So in case you guys don't know, the WGA is the Writer Guilds of America, okay? In layman's term, writers are very pissed off because their terms of contracts for their services is outdated. It hasn't been updated almost in the past decade, prior to Netflix and prior to AI, and they're getting duped. So writers are now on a strike against the Hollywood and the agencies who employed them in order to get better compensation for their services, better protection, better everything. I've been going at it for the past 2 months. That's why you guys probably haven't seen a lot of late night shows like, you know, the late night with Jimmy Kimmel and all of that. Among other demands, actors on strike are calling for increased pay and rethinking of residuals, which union members say has significantly diminished amid the rise of streaming services. Residuals and financial compensation paid out to actors whenever TV shows or movies they've appeared in are replayed. So actors are trying to get paid based on replayability, since we have now moved to streaming services like Netflix and HBO Max, where originally they would only get paid based on like maybe one play, because beforehand it was just kind of like cable TV and or movies. Now they're trying to get paid based on how many times said show gets replayed. For example, let's say you do something like Stranger Things, right? And then it goes out of style, and then you make up Stranger Things 4, but then everyone goes back to watch Stranger Things 1 through 3. Normally, under the old terms, you wouldn't get paid any more extra money for what you already done, even though releasing future films on Stranger Things 4 increases the profitability of Strangers 1 through 3. Does that make sense? So we have a clip here from one of the biggest players in play, the Disney CEO, Bob Iger, who's talking about the actors and the writers' strike. A lot of people are big baby rage mad at him because apparently he's getting paid an annual salary of $31 million, not something that he's negotiating about whatsoever. And I guess we'll have to hear what he has to say out of his mouth. Apparently there's a translation thing, so this might be a little bit comical.
We're in the midst of a writer's strike, and very likely it would seem to have a actor's strike. How is that going to impact things, and what are your expectations there?
Well, I think it's very disturbing to me. We've talked about disruptive forces on this business and all the challenges that we're facing in the recovery from COVID, which is ongoing. It's not completely back. This is the worst time in the world to add to that disruption. I understand any labor organization's desire to work on the behalf of its members to get the most compensation.
For those of you guys who might be listening audio only, you may want to switch to the video, but there's a translation where they're talking about how he made $24 million, then he sold his house for $18 million, but he has another mansion for like $20 million. We offer to pay background actors for 1 day of work so we can scan their face and own it forever using AI. How's that on? God dang, I heard about that.
Compensated fairly based on the value that they deliver. We managed as an industry to negotiate a very good deal with the Directors Guild that reflects the value that the directors contribute to this great business. We wanted to do the same thing with the writers, and we'd like to do the same thing with the actors. There's a level of expectation that they have that is just not realistic. And they are adding to a set of challenges that this business is already facing.
It says the WGA is asking for 2% of the studio's $300 million in annual profit. That's almost 6 Ferraris.
That is, quite frankly, very disruptive.
So they're not being realistic?
No, they're not.
Wow.
I can't answer that question. I respect their right and their desire to get as much as they possibly can in compensation for their people. I completely respect that. I've been around long enough to understand that dynamic and to appreciate it. But you also have to be realistic about it with the business environment.
What's unrealistic about it?
It is and has been a great business for all of these people, and it will continue to be, even through disruptive times. But, being realistic is imperative.
What do you do in the interim then? Does AI start to write a lot of scripts?
Yeah, what happens?
It will have a very, very damaging effect on the whole business, and unfortunately,
the strike will.
There's huge collateral damage in the industry to people who are, who are support services. I could go on and on. It will affect the economy.
He's not answering anything.
Different regions even, because of just the sheer size of the business.
So, okay, this is just the CEO of Disney. Okay, there's other studios as well, but as you guys can see, right now, it's just not working out. Let's look at the actual terms. I'm actually curious, what terms are they not accepting now? They talked about here about episodic television, where they talk about pre-green light rooms and post-green light rooms during the duration of the employment, rejected our proposals and refused to make a counter. Viewership-based streaming residuals, okay? Establish a viewership-based residual in addition to existing fixed residual to reward programs with greater viewership, require transparency regarding program views, and they said, nah, dog. They rejected their proposal. They're not trying to budge when it comes to viewer-based streaming residual. Ad-supported free streaming services. They want high-budget programs made for AVOD, get TV weeklies and script frees and improved residuals. They said no. We rejected and we're not making a counter. They want pension and health. They said no. They want to regulate AI, guys, okay? On EBA covered projects, AI can't write or rewrite literary material, can't be used as source material, and NBA covered material can't be used to train AI. They're basically saying, look, the writers don't want them to take their script and their information, put it into AI, and then you create an AI bot that's basically similar to the writers. They don't want that. They want protection of their own writing. And they said, rejected our proposal, countered by offering annual meetings to discuss advancements in technology. That's nothing as well. So again, nothing changing here. And in terms of the impact, okay, in terms of the shows that you might be watching, wondering when they're going to be coming out, everything is getting pushed back. As of May 26th, Blade Runner 2099 is being pushed back to spring 2024. The Last of Us Season 2, White Lotus, Euphoria won't be coming out till 2026. Not 2025 here, 2026. House of Dragon, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. All Marvel and Disney projects have been delayed due to the strike, okay? We're getting late Deadpool, Captain America, New Alien, The Amateur, Thunderbolts, Blade, Fantastic Four, Moana, Avatar 3, Avatar 4 and 5. I didn't even know they was working on that. Untitled Star Wars movie and Avengers Kang Dynasty. Everything's getting pushed back, and these dates that you see keep going back further and further. Which brings us to about 6 days ago, where SAG-AFTRA met with AMPTP, and they did not reach an agreement either. The union is primed to strike. It'll start at midnight, July 14th. So now you got the writers striking, and you got the actors striking. Okay, they want an updated contract based on the times, because these studios definitely are getting updated pay, but the people who are working for them are not. But yeah, guys, that's the update on the writer's strike and the actor's strike, man. It's kind of whack, but it is what it is, man. These people need to be paid fairly, and it needs to be updated for the times. I don't understand why they're pushing so hard against like updating terms of services, right? Obviously, these studios are trying to keep their costs low and capitalism, keep their money high, keep the executives getting paid well, and the people that they consider paid the most, the more. I think the problem here is that they consider a lot of these writers and a lot of these low-level actors as expenses, okay? And when you are a cost center and when you are an expense center, you are expendable. Unless you are a premium person, like let's say The Rock or somebody like that, who's a premium person, who's an asset to the company, these little guys are being used as things that can be replaced easily, especially with technology. So I'll let you guys know how it continues to fare, but right now, not so good. So guys, we got to talk about this crazy situation that happened with a Nintendo Switch and the FBI apparently capturing a missing child from 2,000 miles away. An absolutely wild story if you haven't heard about it already, but the context was here, a 15-year-old girl was kidnapped to be used for CP and was missing for 11 days. Absolutely freaking tragic. The abductor let her use her Switch, and then her friends saw that she was online and then immediately called the police. Nintendo sent the FBI her IP address, and they found the girl and the abductor, which is a huge freaking W. Oh my God. You get found out and you get saved by the Nintendo ninjas. Like that's, oh man, oh God, Jesus. Apparently this happened almost a year ago, where it said 28-year-old Ethan Roberts allegedly took a 15-year-old girl who remains anonymous from her Virginia home. Now she has been thankfully found 2,000 miles away in Arizona. According to reports, the child met Roberts on the internet and he traveled to Virginia to visit. However, he allegedly forced her into CP after putting her on a bus to Tulsa, Arizona. Jesus Christ, bro. Finishing up, the FBI worked together with Nintendo to acquire the device's IP address, which was located in Roberts' apartment complex. 11 days after her initial disappearance, police arrested Roberts at his residence. Later, the federal court indicted Roberts for the charges of CP and transportation of a minor with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity. In April 2023, he made a plea deal and he was sentenced to 30 years in federal prison. But we know what happens to people that go to jail. This man's going to get got. Hopefully so, just deserves. So thank God. It's great to see a huge Nintendo W. I feel like whenever we talk about Nintendo, I always feel like we're talking about like L's. Like it's just always like, God damn it, Nintendo, why are you like this? So it's nice to see Nintendo have a rare W here where they actually save a freaking child from criminal activity. So guys, it looks like Atrioc is finally back again with another apology after 6 months. I cannot believe it's been 6 months. You guys don't know, this is Atrioc. He's a Twitch streamer. He got, I guess, canceled because he got caught while he was streaming watching deep fake pornography of his fellow streamer friends, including people like Maya Higa. And I think there were other people on this website where they basically showed women, but deep fakes of them so that they were kind of naked, and he got caught paying for these services, basically, you know, allowing these people to exist. And there was a big situation. Even Ludwig, the boyfriend of Cutie Cinderella, who was also one of the victims in this situation as well, had to make a video on it as well. So they all kind of talked about it, and he's just been gone. He's been trying to make amends, saying what he was going to do to fix things and make it better, how he's going to fight against deepfakes, and that he's sorry. It was wild, but it looks like your guy is back again. 2023, the year of the YouTube apologies. I forgot that this even occurred this year. So now we have another one. His first update, his first apology, I believe, was really bad because he was kind of just crying the entire time. But then he decided to come up here with some action. And yeah, let's see what he has to say about this whole 6-month update. And immediately he comes out with the freaking ukulele. Ain't no way, dog. That's hilarious. All right. Shout out to Colleen Ballinger. Okay, let's see what he has to say. 61,000 likes versus 970 dislikes. So it seems like this was a successful apology. One of the first successful apologies of the year, it appears. It can be done. Don't do it.
It's been 6 months since I've updated here, and I wanted to give you an update on what I've been working on and the progress we've been making in getting stuff taken down. I have an update video 3 months ago on my VOD channel that I think you should check out. Actually, 2 of those. I'll link them in the description below that kind of cover who I've been working with, how long I've been working with them, the process, everything in a lot more detail. But I'll give you the short version.
Okay.
In February, I spent about $60,000 with a law firm that was already working with a lot of online women creators to get stuff taken down. This was already stuff they've been working with before. They knew this team. I was just helping pay for it. I didn't know shit about shit, to be honest. But during those months, February, March, I started asking a lot of questions. And I found out that, this stuff was very, very expensive and very, very manual and very, very slow. So for example, you could spend thousands of dollars for one woman in a month to get maybe 100 things taken down. Sometimes it was like 50, 40, 20. And so, because it's using a full lawyer's time to make the DMC takedown, they can only do so many a month, and they charge very much by the hour. So
it wasn't effective.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
By March and April, I started to work with a company called Caritas DMCA, which was originally developed by a man named Dan Purcell to help OnlyFans creators with like leaks of their paywalled content. But it turns out the technology could have other applications that were very useful. And basically what it does is it helps scan the internet. It's like a bot and automatically issue.
Just pause a minute and 30 seconds. But this seems like actually something worth investing in. Okay. Because we are moving towards an era of AI where people are going to be making deep fakes of not even just porn, but just people, right? Your faces will be appearing. I watched a video the other day, and I think it was like Tom Holland and Nicki Minaj, and they were like having a conversation, and it looked creepily like realistic. It was like a 2-minute video of them talking. It took their voices and their faces. You could tell something was off, but like, I mean, I do feel like the concept, if there is a business out there that scans AI, whether it's through ChatGPT, whether it's like through words, and they can detect that there are AI bots being used, sign me up. I need to figure out if there's a company that's like investing in like a public company I can invest in on that, because that's definitely going to be the future, because we're going to need to be fact checking everything. Anyway, let's move up to the new update. It sounds like he was saying recap up the update. There's something else going on. He has a thing called new update.
And I'm here to give you an update on how that test sort of went, or how the full-fledged thing went with all the other creators. Because we expanded this to a lot of women. My goal at the end of this time period, this 6-month period, was to spend my budget, which was $100,000. And that's a significant amount of my savings. I know that creators throwing money at stuff is not always an apology. And I totally get that. I chose an amount that was like a serious amount, impactful amount.
I think putting your money where your mouth is, especially if it has an impact like that, is something that's worth it. Yeah, you know, you have a millionaire paying like $50,000 to charity, be like, oops, sorry, forgive me. I get it. But also in this kind of situation, he didn't have to, right? And so we'll take it, right? We'll take what we can get.
My savings, and I chose to commit time and effort to it as well. I didn't just want to have money.
Okay.
But I said the $100,000 budget. We ended up spending about $122,000, a little bit over that. And my goal was to get 100,000 things taken down. That was my big dream, which was a massive number when we first started, because to do that with the lawyer method would have taken more money than anyone I know has. I mean, that it would have taken millions. Okay. And we only had $100,000 to do it. Well, we didn't hit that number. We smashed it. I'm super, super proud to say that as of, this as of July 9th, we got 193,000 things taken down.
Nice.
And 400,000 DMCA requests submitted. So just, this would have cost $9 million, I think is our estimate based on the previous method. And we did it with 120,000, which is...
Wow, that's efficiency. So it sounds like he found a more effective way to get these takedowns done, and more cheaper as well. And yeah, he's basically Batman. He's the Crusader, okay? He went from being the person that was doing it, and he said, okay, I think this is kind of what redemption looks like. I'm not here to apologize on behalf on any of the people that were infected or impacted, but I would like to say that, at least in my opinion, this is the kind of energy that you would like to see from somebody who is apologetic about their actions and kind of want to make up for it. Like, this is the energy that you want to see. A lot of people feel like he's going too far. People are like, look, Atrioc, it's over. Like, it's not a big deal. The fact that you keep talking about it, is the only reason why it's still relevant. You would have been fine. But it's very clear that his name is very important to him. His career is very important to him. His friends are very important to him. So the fact that he's taking all this energy and time to kind of keep addressing the situation and makes impact, I ain't going to stop him. And yeah, it looks like the internet's pretty happy about it. YouTube comments saying, this is how you rehabilitate and actually make amends. Props to him. One of the few people who actually took the time to truly redeem themselves, along with pulling a complete 180, and even more so on the mistake they made. You've earned my respect back, homie. Keep it up. Yeah, like, there's other people that we've talked about who've just disappeared and faded into the shadows. They got like canceled, and then they didn't really apologize. They didn't really do anything, and now they're just gone. They're just like, oh, I got caught. Well, I'll skedaddle you off the internet, and maybe I'll come back later under a new alias or something like that. So we've seen that happen many times. Not many times do we see this specific course of action. You guys can let me know how you feel about it. I think that this is exactly what you kind of want when it comes to the human race. Someone who's actually genuinely apologetic, and then is actually taking time and energy and money out of their lives to kind of repair the damage that they've done, is all that you can ask for. That's it. There's nothing more that you can really ask of Atrioc to do in a situation where he was denied. Yes, he shouldn't have done the initial thing that he did. We've all reprimanded him, slapped him, bad. He's gone through his trauma. He's gone through his cries, him and his wife or his girlfriend, whoever. He's gone through all of that stuff as well. But now, instead of just fading into obscurity and being like, well, it is what it is or whatever, looks like he is trying to fix and make amends. And I didn't even know that there was technology out there that can do all of these things that he's mentioning, which is absolutely great, because I would love to invest in something like that, not just for the purposes of protecting women, but for protecting people overall. overall as well. But right now we're talking about women, so we're not going to do all that. So, but yeah, that's Atrioc. Let me know how you guys feel about his redemption mode. Are you on board or are you not? But in my opinion, I think the guy is deserving of coming back, and hopefully the people that affected him, like personally in his friend group, hopefully he was able to get maybe some apologies or some forgiveness there as well. So you guys have been asking me to talk about this for a while. Admittedly, I did, and then the video got corrupted. So, and I was like, God dang it, and I couldn't drop the video because the entire video, my audio, everything, I couldn't do it. So I already know what happened here, but I'll give you a quick TLDR because it was a pretty freaking big deal in case you missed it, and it's something that you kind of need to know what's happening anyway. Case the 123 said the whole thing with Futaba's voice actress. Now, if you guys don't know, Erica Lindbeck is the voice actress for Persona 5's Futaba and a lot of other popular gaming and anime characters. She got bullied off the internet to the point where she deleted her socials. I think both her Twitter and her Instagram over a joke video of her doing an AI voiceover of I can't even remember what the video was about. That's right, the original video was Futaba singing Bo Burnham's song Welcome to the Internet, which is filled with profanity and other inappropriate content, and it was made via an AI program that manipulated several voice lines that Lindbeck had recorded for P5. So it was really good. I watched the video on YouTube. I'm not going to show it because I think some people might be upset. Like, I don't want to show support for it. There's a lot of re-uploads and all of that, but it was really freaking good because it sounded exactly like her saying these lyrics. Lindbeck had politely asked for the original uploader to remove it, which they did. However, Lindbeck was then on the receiving end of users attacking her for taking down a video that was believed to be quote-unquote dumb and harmless, to which many voice actors and other industry professionals fired back in defense of Lindbeck. Benjamin Oscar here saying, please report all of these, okay? Ireland had asked to have taken down, and while the original user eventually did, numerous others re-uploaded it within hours. Don't engage, just report them. Little Caribou saying, correction, you'd understand her side if you had anything resembling empathy, okay? Jeez, you guys ran Erica Lindbeck off Twitter, one of the nicest effing people. You should be ashamed. The article ends by saying, many had cited that this AI-generated content is essentially stealing an actor's voice without their consent, exploiting their identities and livelihood. Other actors have stated how it can damage their careers, as when actors are signed to perform for the project, doing the voice outside of the contract performance can get them in big trouble. With AI also becoming harder to distinguish or replicating words, it can end up causing legal ramifications down the line. The end all be of it, guys, is that we're currently in the wild, wild west when it comes to AI, when it comes to taking it and using it for people's faces and their likeliness. There's a lot of people, a lot of creators are saying, hey, you can take my face and you can use it. You can take my voice and you can use it. But there are some people who are saying, hey, please don't. I'm not giving you consent. And then the question of consent of whether or not it's legal or illegal has still not been established because it's just too early in the game. So Erica Lindbeck has not come back from the internet since the incident because, well, yeah, she has no reason to. She's pretty big baby rage sad about it. And I'm just kind of blown by it too as well because it's like she's one of the sweetest people on the internet. Just doesn't cause any problems for anybody and just voices cool characters, right? Why would people, I'm about to say, why would people actually be mean to her and bully her on Twitter or whatever? But it's Twitter, right? And it's also the internet as well. People are going to look for a reason to hate you. And it looks like they found a reason to hate one of the nicest people on the internet. All right, guys, it's about to happen. Pleiades said One Piece on break to prep for Gear 5's debut. Okay, in case you don't know, and no spoilers, okay, outside of the fact that all you really need to know is that, yeah, One Piece, the manga, the biggest one of all time right now, is currently on break, not because of a writer's strike. They don't got that going on in Japan, but because they're gearing up for what might be one of the most monumental history moments in anime since Goku turning Super Saiyan. For those of you who are not weebs or you don't understand, you know who Goku is, okay? And when Goku turned Super Saiyan, it was a big deal. Now, imagine that happening again with one of the most popular animes of all time. That's going to be happening soon. Within the next month, I believe. I think August 6th is when we will officially see a transformation in Luffy, the main character. Okay, it's going to happen. It's going down, and I'm excited. It's going to be happening in the anime. It's already happened in the manga. You probably couldn't avoid spoilers even if you wanted to, but just after that, August 6th, you got no excuse. If you still don't know what's going on and you're not watching One Piece on August 6th, that's it. It's going to be a legendary moment. From there, the debates, and they've already started, is what is going to be the best, anime transformation of all time versus Goku and Luffy. And I would love to join in on that conversation. We'll definitely talk about it for sure. But yeah, just gear up for it. Be ready for it. It's about to go down. A small kind of need to know kind of thing. This is pretty important when it comes to film and just, anime in general. But yeah, Wolf Phoenix said Hayao Miyazaki's final movie has released in Japan. That's right. The Studio Ghibli king himself has basically made his last movie. And apparently it wasn't even marketed. They just kind of shadow dropped it in Japan and people were like, hey, go watch it if you want. It's out there. It's titled The Boy and the Heron. And it's going to be coming out in the US as a release later in the year. The film just got released in Japan under the title How Do You Live? For those of you guys who don't know this guy, this is the guy that's created almost all the Studio Ghibli films. If you ever seen any kind of art where someone's eating like really tasty food, usually came from this guy. He's revolutionized anime forever and ever, and it seems like he is finally done. So they're the end of an era. Him, along with the Studio Ghibli composer Joe Hisaishi, who I actually saw play live like about a week ago. Over here in the DMV, and it was absolutely brilliant. It seems like it might be coming to an end. Now, it might not be the last, I want to say, song that Joe Hisaishi composes, but they're getting up there. These are some old boys. They might be retiring soon. So that would be the end of an era. I'll let you guys know if anything comes from that. Another quick update that you guys probably need to know, but your boy is officially 2-0. I've defeated the Matrix twice. Ravenstorm said the Splatfest results. That's right, guys. It was Team Vanilla versus Team Strawberry versus Team Mint Chimp. I was busy that week, so I could not compete myself, but I knew the answer was, what is the best flavor of ice cream? I knew it was vanilla. The question was the Matrix going to take over and choose mint chip? Apparently Strawberry got 0 points. So it was just a battle between vanilla and mint chip. A lot of people thought that I was capping and they were going to choose other teams after I chose vanilla, but I was right again. Like I said, I'm never going to lose another Splatfest ever again, okay? I figured out how to defeat the Matrix. It's not going to happen. I've overcome the system. I am greater now. Also, another update that you guys really need to know when it comes to Stardew Valley. That's right. Concerned Ape, the creator of the game itself, said that we are getting an official new patch. That's right, guys. If you got Stardew Valley on your Switch or on Steam and you haven't been playing it, or you have been playing it, you want a reason to play one of the greatest games of all time, it's here. We're going to get a new festival, new items, more dialogues. Then it says secrets, and then also question marks. So if you guys don't know, okay, again, highly acclaimed game. A lot of people love this farming game. Everyone's ready to play the new game that he's working on. I think it's like something Chocolatier Factory or something like that. But yeah, before that comes out, it looks like we're going to get some more content for Stardew Valley. I said Stardew Valley patch update deserves Game of the Year. This is a huge thing. That's 200,000 likes. If you have not played Stardew Valley, I highly, highly, highly suggest you try it out. It's, in my opinion, is one of the GOATs. Another gaming update, okay? The biggest game coming out this week is Pikmin 4, okay? I'm gonna be completely honest. I've never played Pikmin, okay? Something about being an alien dude and walk around with these weird looking aliens and throwing around and stuff. It just, it never really enticed me, but it's got some pretty good reviews. The scores are in, and it's 10, 9 out of 10, 9, 9, 9, 9. No, don't do it. Don't say it. 9, 8, 8, 7. So yeah, Pikmin 4 seems to be really good. If you guys are looking for a cute game to play already, I can't play any games right now. First of all, my eye was hurting so badly that I haven't been streaming for a while, so I haven't been playing games like Raincode. So there's been a lot of games I haven't been playing. I just made a tweet the other day talking about how I can't even play Tears of the Kingdom because I'll play it for like 15, 20 minutes at a time, and then I'll just lose focus. I'm either look at my phone or just want to do something else. I don't know why, but I have a hard time just playing, and then I fall asleep. I like yawn. Not that the game is boring, but I just... I don't know. I've also been spending a lot of time playing Street Fighter 6. Rashid is going to be coming out as well very soon. I'm excited for that. And I was playing Diablo 4 for a long time. I haven't started the new patch. Apparently you can play again. Like there's a new season coming out where you start over as a new character, but I haven't started that as well. So I've just been playing other video games to the point where I haven't had time to play and finish Tears of the Kingdom, and there's no way I can start up Pikmin 4. Just not happening. But if you guys do have the time and you do want to play the game, it's available this week. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today's video. Thanks for listening. I love y'all. Okay, go have a great week. I might make another video tomorrow and or Friday because I plan on doing some more info dumping, aka just kind of a little bit of one-offs, and I'm working on some things on the background as well. So yeah, that's it. I love y'all. Y'all take it easy. Stay safe on them streets because these streets ain't safe. Okay, all right, peace.